Hey,
Hi.
hello.
Hello. Uh,
Oh, wow.
so yeah, it's always like weird, just like starting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how bad were you like last time doing it by yourself?
Yeah, that was like the first time I'd ever done it by myself as well. So I was like, I didn't know if like anybody would even be there. I was just like, there's probably nobody here. And I was just like talking to myself. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna have to go for it.
Yeah, you just have to. Just like style it out.
Mm.
So, what are you reading?
Yeah. So I've been reading The Secret History,
Oh, yes.
and I am I'm pretty much like halfway through now.
All
So
right.
I feel like that's actually all right considering how slow I usually read.
That's some solid
I mean,
progress.
yeah, so even though like I kind of wanted it to be done like on Sunday, I did have like a really busy week. So I feel like it's all right. I'm gonna like let it slide. But I'm gonna try and read this today. What about
Okay.
you?
I'm reading 5 Years from Now by page two, but I'm only a tiny way in, so it's not that exciting at the minute. But
Yeah, you're probably gonna like have finished that by time because considering you read like 50 pages every like 20 minutes.
not 20 minutes, maybe in a 45-minute sprint, but
Yeah. I literally read like 20. I think I read 20 pages in a half an hour. I've learned that about myself.
yeah,
Yeah. So I'm very slow. I'll get like 40 pages read in an hour. That's like usually my average.
that's not bad.
I don't know why I'm not slow. I just am.
Fair.
I've also been reading, well, still listening to Song of Achilles.
Oh, yeah.
I've got like 2.5 hours left now because I put it on 2 times speed so I can get it done quicker. Because like it's still so boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't know if it's just me, but like I just I mean, I think like mostly it's just not my kind of thing. Like I think it's just my opinion. Like it's not like a every heart a doorway situation. It's not like rant reviews coming out and everything and like I haven't any I just find it boring. And I think it's just like that's my problem. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Fair enough. I definitely
So
thought it was like definitely not worth the hype.
yeah, no, I genuinely I don't understand it. Like I understand how like some people could like it, but I'm shocked that like so many people love that.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah,
like
I'm like yeah, it's just really weird to me. Like, because I feel like the writing style as well is like quite specific. I feel like that's for like a specific taste.
yeah.
I'm surprised so many people like that because it's just not for me. I think what makes it so boring is that she does say the same thing like over and over and over again. And like, you know, like she describes the characters, like the same things about the characters, like repetitively. And
Yeah.
like it's all like this, like, you know, poetic writing, but like really there's nothing like new about it. It
Uh,
you know, like like just you know repeating the same things over and over again
mm.
and as
Yes.
well yeah and as well like the characters names like I just don't think Greek mythology's for me because like all of these different like old guys with like beards basically that's all I can like imagine like the whole way through and it's just like all of these different old guys with beards who have like all different names and like there's no difference in like their character. I'm like who is this at this point probably because I've like stopped paying any attention but also like who is this guy at this point and like all of their names like sound the same
Yeah, that's fair. It's
and then
definitely.
oh sorry
I was gonna say it was definitely easier, like when reading along physically, to like distinguish between them.
yeah I think it was like probably a bad idea to read it in audiobook to be honest
Yeah, you got
'cause
the mother's voice as well.
yeah yeah I hate her like I actually hate her like I hate her so much it's just like and I feel like the characters aren't very developed like I just don't care about any of them
That's fair.
But that also is probably my problem. Because like right now I'm like thinking like 2 stars
Oh,
because of sheer boredom. Like the
oh,
sheer
okay.
boredom rather than like but it's not because I think it's bad. It's because like I don't physically imagine myself being able to give it 3 stars because I usually rate things 3 stars when they're like okay, like I liked it, but it wasn't like amazing. So maybe like 2.5, but on Goodreads it would be a 2.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I gave it 3.5 maybe. I
Yeah.
think I was so bored initially. Like I literally had the audiobook on like times 2.5 speed just to get through the initial bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you anything about the first like 100 and something pages of the book.
Yeah. Well, I think that that's like part of it. Like, I feel like mentally I've decided, okay, this bores me. I don't care. So like I just every time I put it on, it like annoys me because I hate that guy's voice that's narrating it. He really does my head in. And as well, like I don't know, like every time I put it on, I'm just like, I hate this. Like I don't want to listen to it. So I've like mentally decided that I don't like it, even though like I haven't really given the second half an actual chance.
Yeah, that's fair. I know what you mean though. Like I've done that before, where it's just like I'm just set. I'm like, that's it now.
Yeah, like it's just like I've mentally decided I don't like I don't care about the characters, and as soon as that happens to me, I just can't deal with it. And like, there's some cringe bits, like, well, I messaged you about like the snake. I don't know if that's like Greek mythology or what, like a snake that licked somebody's ear clean and like whispered the secrets of healing into it. Like, I don't know if that's like Greek mythology or if she just came up with that, but whatever. It's a bit alarming if she did. But but as well, whenever he starts going around saying he's called Chironides or something, like that cringed me out as well because it was just so stupid. Like to me, I just thought that was so stupid, and it's like such like a small detail, but like he's like, I'm son of like Chironides or something or whatever he says. Like that cringed me out as well.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
To me, that was just stupid. Like, does like the Ides bit in Greek or something mean like son of or something? Like, because they're all called Dionydes, Simonides, like all of this stuff. And then he's like Chironides, son of Chiron. And I was like, I don't know. I just thought this sounded so stupid, but whatever.
Yeah, no, that's fair. um,
Hello. Oh wait, I've just realized I haven't been looking at I didn't have the comments up. Not that there is like many flies through or anything, but like
yeah, you're really missing out there.
yeah.
It's all happening.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I feel like I'm always like the person that like it makes me think like, am I stupid or something? Like, am I not able to grasp certain things that like other people can? Whenever like I'm the one that like doesn't like certain really popular books and stuff, I'm like, am I like lacking in something like mentally to be able to understand
Yeah.
this or like what?
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Especially with Song of Achilles, because everybody's like most beautiful, like
Yeah.
stunning, like fantastic, like makes me cry every day. Like, no, sorry, did not see that. What
Yeah,
about
I really didn't see the hype.
yeah.
Okay.
I forgot you could do that. You know what? My
Uh, as I was to Little Women. Suppose whoever did that, I want to knock you out. Someone with a snotty nose. Fair.
Yeah.
No, like, some audiobook like narrators are awful.
Yeah. I feel like the most of them are.
Yeah, a lot of them. A lot of them.
Yeah.
It's just like when they put on voices as well, it's like it makes it even worse.
Yeah, it does. I would just rather they just did all of the same voice for everybody. It's just way too cringe. And I think that's what cringes me out about this guy. Like, he just sounds like he's so emotional. Like, why are you so emotional?
It's just
Like, you
passionate.
didn't write it. Yeah, just so passionate about, like, Achilles, it's just like, no.
It's not that amazing.
My god, she won't shut up about how, like, amazing Achilles is, like, golden, like, light shone on his back and lit up the room, and it's just like, "Okay, like, how many times are you actually gonna tell me? Okay, like, I get it. He's born to be a legend. Like, I don't actually care anymore."
Fair.
It's like, "You've told me once, you've told me twice, you've told me 3 times. Like, you can stop doing that every 5 sentences."
Yeah, I suppose so.
It's never ending. And as well, the bit where he goes and meets I can't remember if I talked about this last time, but the bit where he goes and meets Chiron or whatever he's called, and there's like out in the woods, forging swords, picking berries, fishing fish, making a fishing rod, like, and they were listing. It was like 15 minutes of like a list of like and then he asked me, "Do you wanna learn medicine?" And I said, "Well, I don't know." And he said, "Well, that's not an answer. It was a yes or no question." He says, "Well, yeah, then yes, I suppose." And then he taught me how to make medicine, and then I went out and I picked loads of herbs, and then that's ac that's actually how it felt.
Yeah. I feel like I need to, like, reread it now just to, like, look at it in a different light.
Yeah, because I was just like, "Oh my god," like and then he asked Achilles, "Well, do you wanna learn some medicine?" And he said, "Yeah, I suppose, why not? It's useful to have." And Chiron said, "Yes, it is useful to have." So then we went out and we picked some more berries, and then we learned what all of those berries did, and then we learned how to make a medicine out of it, and then we made a serum out of it, and I was like, rough.
Oh, yeah. No, I wasn't paying attention to that part of the book, I'm not gonna lie.
So boring. It was that chapter that put me off it. I was like, "You know what? No, I'm done with fortune swords and picking
That
berries."
was a breaking point.
That was my breaking point. The
Well,
plot of oh.
you go for it.
I don't think I know, really. I don't really think I know. I feel like you'd probably be better at describing it. Can you even remember what the main character's called? Because I can't.
Well, I was gonna say
Patro
Patronus, but it's definitely not it. But Patron
Patroclus? Patroclus?
something like that.
Something like that. Well, this guy called began with P.
Let's call him P.
Yeah. So P, um, um, is really like his father really doesn't like love him very much, and he ends up and he always like bullies him and stuff, and he's always like, "You're like a weenie and a loser." So he goes, so he ends up like a couple of chapters in. This guy he has like dice, I think. And the guy is like this guy who like is always like calling him a weenie because he's also bullied by like other people around him, like his like like his like not his friends, but the people around him that is his age. So then this guy tries to steal his dice off him, and then he gets really annoyed and he pushes him and he kills him. P kills him. P kills this other guy, and the guy falls and hits his head on a rock, and that's how he dies. So you're not meant to do that because this guy was like a son of like somebody important, and you're not meant to just kill people like that. So the da then says, you're like exiled out to Thetis. You can't be doing that." So off he goes, then P goes off and he and he moves to Thetis. And there's this king called like Dionydes or something, and he's like a wee bit like more decent than the original guy, his dad. So then Achilles is Dionydes' son or something or whatever he's called. And then it's just about him like basically getting to know Achilles and like them like falling in love basically. But that's it. And it then leads up to like the Troy War.
Yeah, that was a pretty good summary.
I mean, that's all that I feel like I've got from it.
Yeah, no, I completely forgot about that whole bit. Like that's like the fact that he killed someone's son.
Yeah.
It's like one of the big points at the start.
Yeah.
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 Anywho, shall we read?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
After that long ranting. Yeah.
Let's figure out technology. I can't remember how to
Yeah, I forgot I had tea. Where did it go?
press. Oh, okay. All right. I'm getting the tips up. Oh.
Yeah, that's how I
That's
feel.
okay. Oh. Okay. Is
Oh,
45 okay?
yeah, good.
Okay. I'm going to turn that off because otherwise it's going to make me jump.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Shall I see you on the other side of 45 then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Adios.
Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
What did you do?
I actually did all right.
Yeah?
I got to page 300, and that was like 30 pages for me.
That was good.
But I suppose that is my usual. But it's still like I actually concentrated the whole time.
Nice.
What about you? I bet you're like, oh, 100 pages.
Yeah, 7.
How many?
67.
That's so many.
But I did have the audiobook on, so
Oh,
yeah.
would you listen like really fast?
It was on 2.5.
Oh, well, then that's why.
Yeah, that's why. I'm
Yeah,
not like a reader.
yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah. How close are you to the end then?
Quite close. I mean, I'm still like pretty much. Wait, how do I get this? My hand doesn't twist that way. I'm still like pretty much like in the middle.
Nice.
So let me just see how many pages there are.
Yeah, because that's a chunky book.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm actually literally in the middle. There's 630 pages. So it
Alright.
is big. It's bigger than I thought it was. I thought it was 500. I don't know. Oh, I
Yeah.
saw Chloe joined.
Put in?
I was just saying I saw Chloe joined.
Yes. Hello. Currently on page 384 of As Good as Dead. I started this and gave up like 30 pages in, 40 pages in.
Why?
I don't know, I just like wasn't feeling it. I still got it and I'll still try again, but I don't know, just wasn't feeling it at the time. But everyone says it's like a really good finish to the series.
Yeah, is it like oh, what is it?
It's like the Good Girl's Guide to Murder.
Oh, no, I've never read that.
Yeah, I read the first two and I really enjoyed them.
Yeah,
I did read them like 3 years ago, so
yeah, yeah. Like loads of people love that, but I've just never read it.
yeah. Yeah, I did. I bought the first one before it was like popular,
Mm.
and then yeah, I don't know. I just think the hype has like put me off. It's a big book. It's not exactly short. There you go.
Oh, it's not just you then. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's become like a book talk book kind of, hasn't it? Like it's like really popular.
Yeah, definitely. And they've now like published the like the World Book Day mini one as a proper book, but charging like full price.
That's so bad.
Well, I'm glad I got it when it was like £1.
Oh right. Oh wait. So they're like selling it like in like Waterstones and stuff for that much.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because it was like just one of those like free ones that you can get with the World Book
I
Day.
remember you getting that because I think I remember you like hauling it or something. Like I
Yes. On
remember, or did I get you it? No,
oh
I
yeah,
didn't.
I didn't. Did I
Maybe I,
read it on Sprints with you like when like ages ago?
yeah, maybe. I mean, I definitely remember you at least getting that.
Yeah, yeah, because that was ages ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair. I actually quite liked book two, but can't actually remember much about it to be honest. That's why I can't like get into the third one because I don't remember the other two.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy.
That's mad.
That's just like that's just because it's like really popular. That's a scam.
Yeah,
Like that's literally a scam.
literally.
But then I suppose like normal books now are like a tenner.
They're so expensive now.
Yeah. Like they did not used to be that expensive.
No, it used to be like 6.99
Yeah.
max.
Yeah. Because I remember, you know, the Penguin English Library editions.
Yeah,
they were like 5.99, and I remember thinking like I think it was at the time whenever like just all books were like kind of like 7.99,
Yeah.
and like, I would always get the Penguin English Library because they're like 5.99, but now they're like 7.99
Yeah,
on their
I bought
ones.
the Dracula, and literally on the book it said 5.99. So I was like, oh, I'll get this edition. And I got to the till, and he like charged me like £7, and I was like, not seven, it might have been like 7.99, and I was like, that's not
Yeah,
fair.
surely they can't do that though.
No,
Surely
that's
if it says the price on it, then you can't be charging for more than that.
yeah. And I checked on the website, and the website had it at like 7.99.
Is that Waterstones?
Yeah,
That's so bad. I paid £25 for a book the other day. I was
really
like,
quick.
um, I really wanted it because it is a hardback, but it's like, and it's like brand new, but it's called Searching for Juliet.
Oh, okay.
And it's like this book, it's like nonfiction, and it's about like Shakespeare's heroines and
Uh,
Juliet, how and like Renaissance women and stuff like that. But it just sounded like my exact kind of thing because I love all of that.
I thought you were gonna say, isn't there a movie called like Looking for Juliet or something? And it's like got
Amanda,
Amanda.
yeah, what is that? Maybe I've got the title wrong.
But yeah, I thought that's what you were about
Is
first.
that Dear John or something? No,
No,
it
I
was.
definitely remember it being like on the DVD like trailers years ago, and it was just like, was it called like Search for Juliet, or and he had, like this older man had like letters from his.
Well, I know exactly what you're talking about because I watched it like at around the time that came out. No, I would not pay 25 quid for that.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just like, no, I didn't. I would not pay 25 quid for that. No, it's only because it was like actually about like it's actually like Shakespeare nonfiction, which is like my exact kind of thing. Like I don't know why I would do that to myself for fun, but I do. So
Yeah, no, I spent 22 quid the other day on the non-fiction, the Grady Hendrix's non-fiction. Yeah, it's like
I don't know who that is.
history of horror in like the 70s and 80s, like fiction.
Oh,
But
that's cool.
yeah, that's probably the most expensive book I've ever bought.
Yeah, £25 is one of the most expensive ones for me. But I because I looked on Amazon and it was 22 there. So I
Mm.
just kind of thought if I don't get it now, I'm probably gonna forget that I even want. I'm gonna like keep putting it off, and I'll probably. I really want it, so like I was like, I'm just gonna keep putting this off, and then I'll never get it.
Yeah, that's
So I
fair. Just went for it.
yeah, and I made a TikTok out of it.
Nice. um, I'm so jealous, Chloe.
I was like really confused there because I was like, why is it so hot in Worcester? Like, why? And then I remembered you're in America.
Yeah, Worcester's just like a hotspot at the minute.
Yeah, I was like, it's not that warm here. I was like, I wouldn't be going out there to read.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rained on in a second.
Yeah, I was like really confused. Like, yeah, that makes so much more sense.
I miss the sun, like the heat, the summer, just in general.
Yeah, I'm going to Santorini in 13 days,
Ooh, get you.
and I am very excited.
Yeah, I would be.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
So, how long are you going for?
A week.
Nice.
Yeah, I wish it was 2 weeks, but like the hotels there like are really expensive, so it just would have been like a lot of money that I probably can't really justify.
Yeah, that's fair. Damn, that's still much nicer than here. So,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if it's like really, really sunny, like if it's not like cloudy or anything, and it's just like the sun's just like blasting, it always feels like really roasting.
I mean, me and Chloe in Turkey were like in our bikinis, and it was like 18 degrees. So,
Yeah, I was literally just about to say how hot was Turkey.
Yeah, it was like high teens, like 20, 21, maybe 22 at a
Yeah.
push.
Yeah. Was
But
it like properly sunny though, or was it like cloudy?
for a couple of days,
Yeah.
and then it was just like really windy.
Yeah.
But like there's a picture I took on my disposable camera, and me and Chloe are literally like in our summery clothes by the pool, sunglasses, our bucket hats on, and then like there's this like couple that obviously from like that sort of area.
Yeah.
They're literally like in like puffer jackets under blankets by the pool.
That's hilarious. They
But
probably 100% knew that you were from like the UK. Like as soon as like just looking at you, they would have just been like, "Where they're from."
literally a lady walked past us on the sunbeds and was like, "How are you like that? It's so cold." And we're like, "We're from England."
Yeah, yeah. Could you like? Was there a pool? Like, could you get into the pool and everything?
Oh, it was so cold because it wasn't heated.
Oh, yeah.
It was just like water.
Could you get in anyway, or could you just not even?
We went in for like I don't know, a minute max.
Yeah. Oh, see, because that's what I was like so scared of because I paid to like have a pool and everything with the hotel. Like, because I could have obviously got a cheaper one that didn't have a pool. And I thought, oh, Greece is going to be like roasting, like at that kind of like at the end of May. But like, it's just like starting to properly warm up now. And it'll be like, I think it's going to be like 22 degrees and like black, like sun, like it's not like cloudy, like, but like fully sunny. And I'm like kind of scared now that the pool's just gonna be like ice cold because it's not. I didn't think about it being heated or not.
Just go for it. Just get in and
And now I'm just really scared that it's just gonna be like freezing.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, we went in March and we survived. So,
Yeah,
and it's not too far away. So, the
yeah,
same sort of temperature.
yeah. I am.
Oh, I love Greece so much.
I've never been.
I've only been to Corfu, but oh,
Yeah,
I just love it. I want to go back so bad.
yeah, yeah. There's meant to be like one of the world's like best or biggest bookstores or something there, like in the place where I'm going, and it has like loads of like old books. It's meant to be like massive, so I might make some kind of video out of that or
Yeah,
TikTok.
do it.
Hello.
Mel, thank you for coming along. We literally were.
Yeah. How we I wanna like oh, I know that we'll probably need to sprint, but like I wanna know like how you just decided to like just to go to Greece. Not I mean Turkey.
Chloe literally texted me being like, "Don't suppose you have any holiday left over that you need to use up?" And I was like, "I technically do."
Yeah.
Like, "Do you want to go to Turkey?" I was like, "Well, why not?"
But like why? Like like was that just because why like was it just because Chloe just wanted to go on a holiday?
I mean, she sent it to me, and I was like, "Yeah, that looks good." Literally, it was just random,
That's hilarious.
but yeah, it was hilarious. It was so funny.
Yeah, it did
The
sound funny.
experiences that we've come away with.
Oh,
Just be
hilarious.
careful who you meet at the at the evening entertainment at the hotel.
Yeah. I probably won't be going to any evening entertainment now. I'm just like never like any evening. I'm just in case that happens to me. I'm just like never going to any hotel entertainment. Right.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because I was like, why like Turkey specifically? Like why just like come to Turkey with me? Like there was no like planning. It was just like so like specific. Oh,
yeah. Oh, it was very quick,
yeah. That's so
but
I feel like that's the only way to do it is just decide and then just go.
yeah, just go for it. Jump
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Shall we read
Yeah.
again?
Yeah. Read again. Yeah.
Okay, another 45.
Yeah. Those 15 minutes go so fast.
I know.
Yeah.
I felt like that sprint actually really dragged.
It kind of did, but like I also was like, it didn't like drag. I kept being shocked that there was still more time.
Yeah, yeah. I suppose that's probably a better way of putting it.
Yeah.
Like I read so much and I felt like I was flying through the book. But then I looked up and I was like, oh, it's still like 25 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anywho, let's
Yeah.
see if I can work this out again.
Mhm.
I literally spend half my job like running Zoom calls and PowerPoints on that, so you'd think I'd know. Okay. I'll see you in 45.
Yeah. See you soon.
Hello.
Hello.
How did you do?
I read less this time. I read 30 pages. Um, so I'm on page, well, 330 exactly. Um, so yeah, because I got kind of like I kept like having to like Google words and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So like that took me like some time. And then like because it goes like book one, book two and stuff. And then so I went into like book two and there was like a quote and it took me ages to even understand it. And then I had to read it like four times, like just keep rereading it and then like Googling what it actually meant. And then it just like I still didn't get it. Um so I just and because like there's like loads of like random like Latin phrases and Greek and like just random English words that I don't understand. So I've just been like Googling them and then I write in like the definition onto the book.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I used to do that. This sounds so sad. I'm gonna go put my light on. With like, I used to do, I used to do it with Twilight because for some reason I used to think Twilight was like had all these like new words, and I look back at the word. Like, I used to write them down on a big sheet of paper, like just all the words, and I'd like look at them later. And
Yeah.
some of them was so bad. Like, how did I not know what they meant? Like,
Do you
one
have any like, examples?
torso. Like, I literally wrote that down. Like, so I can't even remember off the top of my head like all the ones that I genuinely didn't know.
Yeah.
Like, I literally wrote down any word that didn't ring a bell, and apparently I didn't know what torso was.
That's hilarious.
But yeah.
Funny. Well, I've got a really embarrassing one. In
Oh,
the Hunger Games, it like there was I think it was the Hunger Games, like they were saying like the word she'd like written the word chaos. And I didn't know. I didn't know that like that was how you spelled chaos.
oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
And I think I said it out loud. I think I read out like a quote or something to like my family or something, and I was like the chouse or something. And I was like, I didn't know because I thought that was like a completely different word. And they were like, "What? Like chouse?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Rebecca, that says chaos."
Oh, that's understandable though. Like,
Yeah, still to this day they bully me for that.
chouse.
Yeah.
I'll just start saying it like that.
Yeah.
It's like I watched this YouTube video, and it's like a dramatic reading of like Twilight fan fiction, but it's like really bad, and it's all like spelt wrong.
Yeah.
And because of that video, they spelt like remarked, remraked, and so I automatically like genuinely read remarked as remraked
Yeah.
now. Like permanently in my head, I'm just like remraked.
Yeah. It's like things get like stuck in your head. But yeah, like whenever I read the word chaos, I always think of chouse now.
It sticks with you.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like loads of I used to do that all the time. I probably definitely do still do that. Like there's definitely still words that I 100% just like don't know what they are.
Yeah.
But how many pages did you read?
Oh, 71.
That's loads.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm feeling about it.
Why? What is it?
It's like it's about this like girl and boy. They were like for a few years they were kind of step siblings,
Mm.
but then they realized like and they it's kind of like every 5 years. So they're like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And it's just them like realizing that they're like soulmates for each other.
And they're siblings.
Yeah, well, sort of. Well, yeah. So from the ages of 5 to 10, like his mum and her dad were together, but then she died, and he then goes to Australia to live with his dad.
Mm.
So then they're like don't see each other. So they only see each other every 5 years.
Oh. So then how did they realise they were soulmates if they never saw each other?
He came over when they were 15. They kissed.
Oh.
I feel like I'm just giving all the spoilers away. I'm now at the 25 bit, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's all right. Nothing too wild.
Yeah.
Anywho, we had a Marlene pop in.
Yep.
I'm reading House of Leaves and managed 11 pages reading this book. It's a workout. It's heavy. Is that like the one that's got like weird stuff in? You know what I mean?
I don't know what it is.
It's like got weird pages. Like it's not written as a book. Like like prose.
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't know. I feel like that's the one that's weird. But
Yeah.
it was like popular for like a brief period of time, and everyone bought it, and then they were like, yeah,
Yeah. Oh, I have no idea.
pages and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. Chels. I'm always gonna see that like Chels.
Yeah.
I can still sing.
Oh yeah.
I done that definitely.
I was like, oh, I need to like make a resume or something like that. And then like she was like, what did you just say? And I was like a resume. So I must have said you're thick. Americans have a thing called a resume.
Oh dear.
Oh, funny.
No, I definitely make that. Like I used to read that as resume,
Yeah.
not resume. I'm not gonna lie, I did read that initially as I think my brain's just not working anymore tonight as Renesmee from Twilight. Maybe my brain's just in Twilight mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carlisle. That's not Carlisle. Carlisle.
Oh. No, I don't think I ever thought that.
Oh, I never knew how to pronounce it. Like, if I didn't watch the movie first, I would never have known that that's Carlisle.
Yeah, like if I didn't already know, then I wouldn't have known. But like I did know, so I didn't have to think that.
Fair enough. Oh yeah,
What's that? I don't know what that means.
Clueless. Wait, is it a reference to the movie?
Oh, I have no idea.
I love that movie though.
I've only seen it like once years ago.
I love it. It's definitely a feel-good movie.
Yeah. I can't remember it really. Is that not like the stepbrother one or something?
Yeah, or like the ex-stepbrother.
Yeah.
Like, her dad's like third husband, no, her third wife, son, and I don't know.
Yeah. I just remember being like but
Oh wow. I'm not foreign so far, it's mostly straightforward except for loads of footnotes. I don't know how I feel about footnotes.
oh, that would do my head in.
Oh, I don't mind a little footnote. When a footnote takes the whole like half a page.
It's just like just tell me in the actual like just tell me. Why do you have to have a footnote?
Like I get it if it's like non-fiction and then it's just like a little reference.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when it's in like the like fiction, I don't know. I liked it in Good Omens, I'm not gonna lie.
Never read that.
Okay. I don't know what to say.
I didn't like say anything more. I was like reading the comments, but it just made me go like this. Never read it.
Okay.
It was just like it's like
It took me so long to even just process as well. We just sat there like, okay.
yeah, just like never read it.
End of conversation.
Yeah, it was just like conversation done.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Yeah. Oh, It's because I just saw Hannah's comment that the reason why she said Clueless was because the book that you were reading was like Clueless.
Oh, okay.
So like she thought of that before we did. That makes more sense because we were like, oh my god, that happens in Clueless as well.
But actually, that was what she was making.
Yeah, I thought that was like a coincidence.
But yes, Clueless is very good.
Yeah.
It's like on the same par as like Wild Child for me.
I don't actually even know if I've ever seen Wild Child.
We should watch it.
I haven't seen it.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't be dealing with that.
Is that a footnote or is that just like
That's just like a whole different topic.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just like just put it in. Just say I'm what I mean by this is, and then just say it. Like, why do you have to have it on the bottom and then a whole like couple of pages and then you have to go back to get how does that even work? Because then because if a footnote's at the bottom and then the footnote continues, then you have to go back and read a couple of sentences and then forward again to get onto the next bit.
Yeah.
So you'd be flicking between pages unless the footnote's at the very last sentence.
Which but it isn't.
Which it probably isn't. Because then it was, and then why does it need to be a footnote then?
Just continuation.
Yeah, it's just continuation.
It would just be like a slightly smaller font.
Yeah.
Pratchett footnotes are the best, yeah. They were funny. They did add to the story in Good Omens. That's the only Terry Pratchett I've ever read though. Like I've
Never read any.
I genuinely forgot then. I was like, what? Okay. When I think of Neil Gaiman now, I'm forever scarred by what you were saying about like a maggot in someone's foot or something.
Bad. I think about that really quite frequently.
So do I.
He scarred me for life.
It's like I see that book in like every charity shop, and every time I think
they've given that away because of the worm.
Because of the worm. I saw someone like post about it being like it's one of their favourite like Neil Gaimans ever, and I just can't read it now, knowing that there's like a worm in a foot,
and that the worm in the foot turned into a granny that turned up at his door.
Oh yeah, just as you do.
Yeah. Oh.
Dear me. Photos and Gaimans were so good. Is it true that season 2 is happening? I don't know if you know, but I heard that season 2 is happening, but then I haven't heard anything more.
I didn't know there was a show.
Okay.
That reminded me of whenever I went like that.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. I should have done that for at the start of each sprint. Like,
yeah, just like not like say anything for the first like 3 minutes.
How did you do that sprint? I read.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, you do have to go back.
Yeah. That's
so
too complicated for my brain.
Yeah. That would literally do my head in.
Like, and even when like audiobooks as well, when I've listened along, they'll like read the footnote, not in where the star is. Like they'll
like you'll just get a big list of footnotes at the end.
Like they just like finish the sentence, finish the like, little paragraph, and then they go back and read it, and I'm like, but that's not where the star was.
Yeah. So at the end of each page, you would get a footnote.
Yeah, well, or like at least like the paragraph break.
Oh.
But then when I read it with my eyes, like I literally read the footnote where the star is.
Yeah, see that's what I don't like about footnotes because I don't want to like move my eyes to a different part of the page. Like if that makes sense, like I'm literally too lazy to move my eyes to a different part of the page because like then you have to be like, okay, look at this footnote, read the footnote, and then look back up. And like the chances are your eyes won't land at exactly the next word. So then that you were meant to read. So then you have to like find which bit it was.
Yeah.
And I really don't like that.
Or like if there's multiple points on the page, my eyes will go to the wrong like star, and I'll
Yeah.
I'll like skip half the page and be like, hang on a minute, where am I?
Yeah. Yeah, it's too annoying.
Dyes her hair brown, wrecks me. A makeover is terrible. She look fair, fair. I mean, I don't think she looks that much different. She just changes her hair color.
I've
Like,
never seen it. Yeah.
you need to go watch Wild Child.
Yeah.
That's where my crush on Alex Pettifer came from. Yeah. Anywho. Oh, clearly I've just missed all of this. I did love season 1 of like Good Omens. I literally listened to the theme tune like quite regularly.
What?
I just love that we just sat there. I was like, yeah.
I didn't want to say again. I don't know what it is.
You're just like already on the next comment.
Yeah.
There'll be season 2, I think, yes, which is odd because yeah, literally. I don't know where they're going with the plot.
Oh, so they might like make it up, which might mean that it'll like turn out like rubbish or something. Because like whenever like I think they did that for Game of Thrones. Not that I've seen it, but I heard that that's what they did for Game of Thrones, and then apparently it turned rubbish.
Yeah, I've heard that. Because like I mean, at least with Good Omens, Neil Gaiman writes the script for the show, so hopefully it'll at least be like on par. I guess, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, so maybe he'll write a new script then.
Yeah.
Like he'll write the. That's like some kind of like GCSE challenge, creative writing challenge or something.
I suppose so. Oh dear. I have a thing against everyone. Fair. I don't know.
Oh, is this for Wild Child?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I forgot that was. I couldn't like picture who was like the girl in that. But now, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen her in much, I don't think. What else has she been in? I feel like she's a face that I recognise everywhere, but
Oh, what was the Nickelodeon? Was it? What was she in? Was she on Nickelodeon?
no idea. I never really watched Nickelodeon. Didn't watch it.
I just got that there. I thought you were serious.
Your blank face. Yeah. She was in. Is it With Millers?
Yeah, she is in that. And then, oh, that's gonna really annoy me. I feel like Hannah will know what she was in, so I really want Hannah to comment and tell me what Nickelodeon show she was from. Because Unfabulous is coming into my head, but I don't think that was her, or was it her? I don't know.
Didn't watch it.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Well, if anybody knows, Unfabulous, I was right.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, it was like just like a Nickelodeon show back in the day. It was like good. It wasn't like the best one in the world, but it was like fine, you know. I don't know why I kind of like have like a memory of it being somebody else. Like my brain knew it was, but like I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. But no, like with like this, I have this with Carrie Hope Fletcher.
Oh
Like,
yeah, you were saying that.
she just irks me, and I generally don't have much of a reason, but she just gets on my nerves.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody who gets on my nerves that like there I know that there is people, but I can't think of who. Jennifer Lawrence has started getting on my nerves a wee bit.
I've never really watched, like, I've never even seen Hunger Games or anything like that, so
Yeah. Because I really love her. But like now like there's something about her that just kind of like annoys me a wee bit. but like not properly. Like that's just the first person that came into my head. So I wouldn't be like adamant, like she really annoys me. You know what I mean? Like it's just like a small bit of like irritation.
I see, I see. That's fair. Anyway, like 20 past. Do you want to read again?
Yeah, it's up to you. Yeah, because I know that you said that you wanted to do 3 sprints. So
Yeah.
we can do whatever you want.
How long do you want to go for?
Up to you, because I know that you were up in the night.
I think I've hit the point now where I'm just like a bit delusional.
Yeah.
I'm just that tired that I'm a bit like my brain's just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. But whenever you start to read, you're probably going to get like really exhausted.
Shall we do like 35 and take it to 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds good.
That sounds like a solid like finishing time.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do this. I'm just getting the timer ready. Oh no. I don't know what I've done. I don't know. Okay. Right. I'm not very technically tech savvy. My brain just stopped working. I just sat there like, what do I do now?
See, it's not just me that has difficulty with the timer.
No, no, it's not just you. Oh, right. Share screen. Oh my god, I've literally just remembered that you can literally just press the remove from studio button so you don't have to set it up every time again.
Oh, yeah.
Like I could just do that. What? Oh, wow.
Makes
Okay.
everything way easier.
On that note,
Yeah.
I'll see you in 35.
Yeah. Yeah. See you soon.
Hey.
No, I wasn't reading at the end. I was looking at my TikTok.
To be fair, my concentration is flagging quite a bit now.
Yeah, I was intrigued because I put up a TikTok and I got some comments on it. So I was intrigued to read them.
I'll go have a look at it.
Yeah. How many pages did you read?
49.
I read like barely anything, I think. 18 pages.
Nice. It's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's good.
Yeah, I feel like I can't remember what happened. Something happened and then it distracted me.
Sure.
So yeah, as per usual, I'm always distracted. I did make some tea because I really wanted some tea. So I went and made some tea.
Ooh. Cake's good. I got so much cake downstairs.
Huh?
Hmm?
What?
Don't
What?
worry. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm just rambling.
Oh.
I mean, 5 more pages at my current speed of finishes in 39 hours long.
Ooh.
Like, does it vary, like the speed of the pages, depending on, like, if they're upside down or not? I don't know how it works. Like, are there
Yeah,
some pages that are easier to read? I don't know.
probably. But if it's all footnotes,
Yeah. Footnotes in the tiny font.
yeah, footnotes in it. Yeah, that's the thing actually. Are the footnotes all, if they're like a couple of pages long, are the footnotes also small font? Because that would literally take forever.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
If it was a couple of pages in footnote font, that just wouldn't be good.
I mean, props to you for reading that then.
Yeah, you might as well read like Moby Dick or something in that time.
It's like War and Peace.
Yeah, War and Peace.
Dear me.
Would you ever read like War and Peace or anything, like Crime and Punishment or anything? Would you ever read that?
I don't know. I don't want to say never,
Yeah.
but potentially. I nearly, I say I nearly picked it up. I definitely didn't nearly pick it up, but I saw it in like the bookstore the other
Yeah.
day and was like, I picked it up like in my hand.
Yeah.
There was no way I was walking out with it.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
What about you?
I think I would, just because it's like meant to be one of those things that you're like meant to do in your lifetime.
Yeah.
But I feel like it would definitely put me into a reading slump.
I would 100% read the audio book on like ×3 speed.
Yeah. Or like I would need to maybe like have it as like a little like project, or I read 2 chapters every day or something.
Yeah, like on the side, like read something else, but like say like I don't know, 20 pages a day or something.
Yeah, I could definitely do that.
About
But
2 pages.
yeah, like I've read Moby Dick and David Copperfield. Those are two of like, and Bleak House. Those are all of my 1,000 page.
I do remember Bleak House. You reading that?
I was reading that for ages.
That was quite funny. I
Yeah,
loved your little reviews.
yeah. I can't even remember.
You didn't seem to enjoy it.
Oh, I liked Bleak House, I thought. Did I not?
Maybe. No.
Charles Dickens, like
Yeah.
Dickens.
Were we going to read that? Buddy read that? We were going to buddy read a Charles Dickens, and I like gave up, and
Was
I
it Hard
really hated
Times?
it. Huh?
Was it Hard Times?
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah,
what I'm thinking of.
it was Hard Times that I didn't like as much.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Hard Times isn't very good. Bleak House is actually good.
Okay. I got them mixed up.
Because Bleak House is like kind of like has like mystery and stuff in it, so it's like a bit more like the plot is a bit more there.
Interesting.
And Bleak House is Donna Tartt's favorite Charles Dickens book.
I hope the web pages that will come up will go quicker. So far, they've been dense. Oh, so fun.
So bad.
It's okay.
I'm like so bad for like reading on the next comments. Like as soon as like I get like so like excited to read the next comments that like I can't pay attention to like the comment that we're already on.
Haven't read it.
Yeah, haven't read it.
Haven't seen it. It's just like the dead face.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I have plenty of books on the maybe one day list.
Yeah, Anna Brennan is a big one.
That's a very at the bottom of the maybe one day list.
Yeah. Yeah, but the Russian classics, you know those like I don't know what publisher it is, probably Penguin or something, has those like really nice Penguin like just call them Penguin like Russian classic editions. Have you seen? They're like and they're like kind of like have those like nice patterns on them.
No?
Well, there's these like really nice editions for like all of the Russian classics, and it makes me actually because they're actually nice looking. It makes me want to read them more. What's so funny?
Were you just reading another comment? They just paused and like looked away for a second.
Oh yeah, I was.
Maybe it's just how you use the time war. Ooh. I see, I see.
I haven't read it.
I haven't read it. I've never listened to audiobooks, but it's life changing. It is! I love audiobooks. I can't live without them in a minute. I've become so dependent on audiobooks. It's so bad. Like, I stress if I have a long book and I don't have the audiobook for it.
So do you like listen to it and read it at the same time?
Yeah.
So if you're
Not-
on like
not
2.5
everything.
yeah, but if you're on like 2.5 speed, you're like turning the pages like
Quotes, I'm just like,
yeah.
done.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've become too dependent on them. I need to read more, like, just physically.
Yeah, but when it gets to 2.5 speed and stuff, like, can you even like make out the words? Because like with like Song of Achilles at like 2 times speed, like I can barely make out what the man's saying.
I mean, I only listen to it on that speed when I have got it in front of me and I can like
See the words
actually
as
see
well.
the words. Like
Yeah.
I can't process it if it's like just in my ears. Like I need to see them. I don't know what that stands for.
I don't know what that is either. I have no idea what that is. It's a
Oh,
very long
no,
abbreviation.
this is how you. Okay, this is how you. Is it? This is
Oh,
time war. Okay,
yeah.
that's
Really
throwing me.
long is the title.
Oh, I do like a long title though. Like it's grown
Yeah.
on me.
Yeah. I like that title. It sounds good.
I will have to check it out. Sammy, let me know if you're enjoying it. Or yeah, enjoyed it if you finished it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely helps. And I've also discovered that you can actually hear things in your headphones on the tube. Like I always used to take my headphones out because I assumed that you couldn't hear anything because the tube was so loud in London. But when I then commuted for my internship, I realised actually you can hear things in your headphones. I don't know why that's such a big thing, but it was for me.
Like other people can hear it because it's so loud.
No. Like I used to think because the tube was so loud, like the noise, that I'd have to like pause my audiobook or like music because I wouldn't be able to hear it because of the noise from the train.
Oh.
But then I actually let it play and actually I can still hear it.
Do you have like AirPods or do you just have like normal? Like you
Yeah,
have
I have
noise
like
ones?
knockoff AirPods. They're like dupes, but
They like noise cancel?
no.
Oh. Because the noise cancel is crazy.
Mm.
Like it's almost weird because it's like you literally if somebody speaks to me like can't hear it.
Yeah, I have used like noise cancelling, big ones, but I feel a bit awkward just walking around with them on my head.
Yeah, I mean, for audiobooks, it is quite useful just having like noise cancelling earphones because like it's just like, yeah, you can actually hear it. Not that I concentrate anyway, but
Yeah, I definitely find that having audiobooks in my ears is easier to actually listen to than like just out blasting out my phone.
oh yeah, I couldn't pay attention to that.
I get so distracted.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, well, we figured it out. We did figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, you figured it out. I wouldn't have figured that out.
It was a Jack Edwards recommendation. Okay, that's fair. See, when I said, "Oh, I like a long title," it sounds so sad, but he said he liked a long title, and then since then, I'm like, actually, so many books I like.
Yeah, I think I saw that video where he said that.
So, yeah, you're not enjoying it. Okay, at least you're nearly done. Nearly finished.
You know what? I've actually never read anything that Jack Edwards has recommended. And as much as I like love Jack Edwards, like I like would be like nervous to actually read something that he recommended in case I didn't like it. Like to read stuff that and then just be like, oh God, well, what's the point now? Because I don't like anything that he do you know what I mean? Because he reads like a lot of like fancy stuff. Like a lot of like
Stuff.
do you know what I mean though? Then
Yeah,
I'm kind of like, I don't know, I could easily like not like any of these. Um, so like it makes me like nervous that I wouldn't actually like stuff that he recommends.
yeah. Now that I think about it, mm, I've read a couple of books that he recommended, and I didn't like them. But then I still buy them. Like I still pick up all
He is
his like
convincing.
what's that? Sorry.
He's so convincing.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
his translated fiction that I've picked up, that or like Asian translated fiction, I've really enjoyed. That I got from him like recommendations. However, all like English stuff, or he recommended We Had to Remove This Post, and I read it and I didn't enjoy it at all.
What did you rate it?
Like 2.5. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it just like it was literally I read a review that said the same thing, but it was literally like the author just like walked away from her laptop and just didn't finish it. Like it just stopped at such a random point,
Yeah.
and it was literally like she just decided to stop one day and that was it.
Maybe she did. Maybe she got just as bored of it as you did.
Yeah, I mean it was only 130 pages anyway. It was a novella, so
That's so weird. I can really imagine him like it being like not to be horrible, but like I can imagine it all being like quite pretentious.
hmm.
Like that's just what I have in my head.
Yeah, that's fair. My fun fact: he was head boy at the school my dad taught, so my dad taught him.
Really?
Yeah, and he follows me on Twitter. Just saying,
Oh.
not my book Twitter, but my personal one from like years ago.
Does he actually like know that like there's any connection or like not?
I think so. I don't think he would remember now, but he actually. I can't remember who messaged each other first, but we literally exchanged like 4 messages on Twitter. And I literally finished off, like, killed the conversation being like, "Oh, do you know my dad? Like, I think he teaches at your school." And then he just never responded to that message.
Oh, that's hilarious. Is that back like is that whenever he was like a study tuber?
It was when I was like 16 and he must have been like 17 because he's like a year older.
Oh.
So literally like 5 years ago.
I thought he was older than me. What age are you again?
Pardon?
What age are you again?
I'm 22.
So Jack Edwards is younger than me.
Damn.
I did not know that. I don't know. In my brain, it just feels like he should be older than me.
Literally, I love this.
What?
It's so funny. Yeah. He just didn't like Jack.
Why?
But I think because Jack was just very clever and just Jack, and he just was a bit like a competitor. Sorry, it was a bit like a competitor sort of thing.
Oh, right. So like
I
a
think Sammy could probably explain it better, but they were in the same year at school together.
oh my god. That's hilarious.
Oh, I just don't think I'm clever enough for it. But I feel like I keep buying books that I'm like, yes, I'm gonna love this. It's like a Jack Edwards recommendation, but I don't read them because I'm too daunted. Because I'm like,
Well,
I don't.
that's what I meant about the pretentious thing. I meant I feel like he would like really like think about it like really deeply and all, and like I don't know if I'm always bothered for that. If I like bothered with that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like sometimes I just want an easy read,
Yeah.
like something that I'll probably still give only like 3 stars, but I understand it.
Yeah, it wasn't like really deep. Yeah, because I feel like he reads like loads of like deep stuff, and like I don't want to read anything like really like deep and sad.
Yeah,
Like I don't mind if something like at the end of a book makes me cry, but I don't want it to be like a specifically sad book about like somebody like dying or something. Like I don't like that. Like I don't mind if like a fantasy or something makes me cry because it's just like it's not the whole point of the book. I don't know how to explain it.
I literally bought
Yeah.
this life, and I DNF'd it 100. Like, look how tiny the font is. But I DNF'd it like 150 pages in. I tabbed it all up. I was going to read it in chunks,
Yeah.
and I just couldn't get through it. But he like loves it.
Yeah, that is one that I actually really want to read because I just really want to know what my opinion is of it.
I want to give it another go for sure.
Yeah.
But I just
Because
found it was just like everything, like was it was trying to make everything bad. Like it was just one thing after another that was like, oh yeah, this is bad, and then this is bad, and then this is depressing, and then
oh, maybe that would put me in like a depression or something.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, go for it. Give it a go.
Yeah.
Just maybe borrow it from the library and don't waste your money on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, still.
Yeah. Basically the same thing.
To give you a jacket for any live.
Well, you know what? Like, I mean, he isn't really like he's like become a booktuber, but he wasn't actually, and I wouldn't really. I still would in my head like he's like not a
Because
booktuber. I don't know how to explain it.
he had his like study tube channel, and then he created his second channel, Jack in the Books, to be like a booktube channel. But then they've now both become like a.
Yeah, just booktube. Yeah, so he's kind of become a booktuber. So if you like, if you didn't like already know kind of who he was, then I don't know.
It's like I don't know if you've heard of Haley Pham, because
Is he the one who was a like a lifestyle
I think
girly?
so, yeah,
Yeah.
because I swear that she just came out of nowhere, but she's got like millions of subscribers. But that now she just mostly posts about books, so she's become like a booktuber.
Yeah, and Destiny and um Sarah Caroli or whatever
Oh yeah,
too. Yeah, I really like them too, but like they were like lifestyle girlies who like became booktubers,
yeah,
which
yeah,
is crazy because like booktube was not that. It was never that like the biggest booktubers had like 300,000
yeah,
subscribers, absolute biggest booktubers who'd been booktubers for like years and years and years. But
yeah,
I've been like booktubers for like a couple of months and they've got like 500,000 subscribers and stuff.
yeah. It's mad.
My mind.
Times are changing.
Times are changing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. I mean, I can so see Jack Edwards being a head boy, not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That kind of guy. Didn't he go to what Durham? No, is that what you call that place?
Yeah, Durham. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Clever university.
Yeah, English lit.
Mm. Didn't you do English lit?
I did. Yeah.
I think I would do that if I went back to like being 16.
It was such a good choice, like, not gonna lie.
I
Like, that
think,
was a good life decision.
yeah, I had such a interesting experience with my GCSE English teacher that basically she just didn't like me.
Mm.
So it just put me off doing it at A level, so I didn't do it at A level. And
Oh,
so, yeah.
that's actually so surprising. I just assumed that everybody who likes reading did English A level.
Like if I went back and chose my A level choices, like I just would do it.
Yeah,
So chances are I probably wouldn't get her again.
yeah. See, like, I loved my GCSE. I had 2 GCSE teachers actually, but both of them were so good. And then my A level teacher was so good as well. So I just had like a good, because I hated it whenever, like, in the first like 3 years of secondary school, I like fully hated English. And then whenever I did it for like GCSE, I was like, oh, I actually like this. But that was just because of the teachers.
Yeah, I really liked my English teacher in like year 9. And then for like GCSE levels, I got like bumped down from top set to second. So I got a different teacher.
Oh.
And she just like had such strong favoritism, and it was just because like she'd always threaten to send me out for just like laughing.
You know what? I'm not surprised that you were the one who was laughing.
But like other people were laughing in the class and she was like encouraging it.
Oh, I thought you meant you were just like laughing really hard whenever every time it was like quiet or something, because that
Oh
was
no,
me.
no. But like there's one guy in the class and he got like spoons from the cafeteria. And I don't know if you know the meme where it's like, I didn't see that, I was too busy blocking out the haters.
Yeah.
So he put this he put the spoons over his eyes and was doing that in the classroom, and she was finding it hilarious and like encouraging it and like just laughing along. And then the reason why I was gonna get kicked, well, not kicked out, but like sent out of class, was because we're having a discussion about how real characters are and like how we feel that they're more real sometimes if it's like well written. And I'd literally just read a very sad book where a character died, and my friend turned to me across the classroom and mouthed at me, "Riley's not real, he's dead." And then I don't know, I just got emotional and then was trying to laugh it off, and she was like, "Get out." And I was like, I'm
Oh, that's such a sad story.
but I was like, "Oh no, no, I'm just laughing." And she was just like, yeah, no. Can you take a minute outside then?" And I was like, no, I'm okay." She was like, "Okay, well next time you laugh, you will be going out." And I was like, "Okay."
God, I never even got thrown out of any classes,
I got
even
kicked
though I
out of
was like
music.
one of those terribly behaved children, not gonna lie.
I was like golden, and then yeah, I don't know what happened. And then I only actually got kicked out of music, but that was just like a bit of a joke that we pulled, and it didn't go down very well.
What did you do?
So we had a test, like an end of unit assessment, and I finished it early as well as like two other girls. So we like got to like leave the classroom and sit in the room next door and do like our composition. And we but our like set piece that we were studying was "And the Glory of the Lord" by Handel, which is like a kind of four-piece like choir.
Yeah.
It's got like harmonies and like different parts. So then we were just in the room and we don't realise that we're that loud, but we're like, "And the glory," like really singing it out, singing the different parts.
Yeah.
It just comes in and is like, "Girls, like you're disturbing the rest of the class. They're still doing their test." And so we're like, "Oh, sorry." She then like goes back, and then like we load up the computer and it like blasts out the like the intro piece as it like loads up, because
Yeah.
where Sibelius plays like a orchestral piece as it turns on. So
Yeah.
we like put it on like full volume and like blasted it out while they're having their test, and she was like, "Right." And she literally took us into the corridor and was like, "Your friends are failing in there because you keep distracting them." I was like, "Yeah, okay."
Oh, that's hilarious.
But all the class were like laughing, they didn't care.
Oh.
Yeah, it was good fun. We did like different parts each, but Yeah, it didn't go down very well.
That's hilarious. Have I ever told you about the time I broke loads of coping saws?
No.
So, um, whenever I was like 14, I think, um, I was in like tech class, you know, whenever you have to like make stuff. I was in that class and we had like saw things with like coping saws. So like they were like, okay, like if you break a coping saw, it's £1 per coping saw that you break. So like, you know, like the little coping saw blade.
Yeah.
So and they like showed us like, you know, you have to be like gentle, like this is how you use a coping saw. So I was like, fine, fine, fine. Like that's easy. So in I go, and I break like 5 coping saws. And I put them around, didn't say anything because she was like, you have to like tell me and like pay £1 for these coping saws. And I was like, not a chance. I think it was actually even £2. I was like, not a chance am I paying you for these coping saws. So I like placed them in what I thought were inconspicuous places around the room, places where they could have just accidentally broken by themselves. So like I hung them back up in the wardrobe, like I put them like in random places around the room. Like I literally broke so many of those coping saws. So then I went back in like and the teacher was like, we had our like motto of school motto was Veritas. So she like came in and she like found like 3, 4 broken coping saws. There was definitely more in there, but I didn't want to say that. So she came in, she was like, I found like holding up like the broken ones. I found 4 broken coping saws today or whatever. She was like, I think somebody needs to own up to this. So of course I wasn't going to own up. I wasn't going to own up to anything. I was like, I'm not paying this money. Cool, shouldn't be so weak. So I was like laughing like really, really hard. And she was like, Veritas means truth. And I think someone's told a lie. Right? So at that point, like somebody else put up their hand and said it was me. I broke the coping saws. I didn't say anything. I didn't correct them. I just I just let them pay. I just let them pay. And
Oh,
I
that's
just
so
sat there
funny.
and I laughed. And she was like, stop laughing and everything. Like, this is not funny. Like at least she had the guts to own up and everything. And I was
Oh,
like, she's just must have broken like 1 coping saw. And it's just like admitted to like the 5 coping saws that I broke.
that's so funny.
I was like the shock that like whenever she like is like random or like put up her hand. Well, it wasn't a randomer, she was in my class, but I can't even remember who it was. Put up her hand and was like, it was me, I broke the coping saws. I was like, this is like some kind of miracle or something.
Oh, well, that worked out well for you.
Yeah, no, that was one of the funniest. The Veritas means truth, and I think somebody told a lie was one of the all-time funniest things that I had ever heard in my whole life at that time. Oh, I used to quote it every day.
Oh, dear me.
Yours my confession.
No, I didn't. I'm not sure if I broke anything. In like music tech A level, I was setting up recording to like record a vocalist. And I had to like set up like the professional like microphone, put like the I don't even know what it's called anymore, like the thing that like soundproof. Anyway, so I was putting that up, and then we had a lesson about how expensive like this one microphone that we had, like how expensive it was, how they're really fragile, you can break them really easily. And so I put the microphone in the kind of stand before plugging the wire in. So I then just like shoved the wire in, and I put it in with so much force that the microphone like flew up and like went across the classroom. And I picked it up, and the bottom bit was like dented. And I was like, oh my god, like I've literally just broken this really expensive microphone. So I said it to the teacher, and I was like, oh, the reason like I couldn't get the cable in was because it was already dented.
Oh,
So I mean, it could have already been. I didn't really look at it beforehand,
yeah,
but
could have been.
could have been.
That's hilarious. Coping saws were so easy to break.
Yeah.
I'm glad it wasn't just me.
I was so bad at tech.
Oh, I was terrible. Like she hated me. The teacher hated me because I would either never do my homework because I would just be like, I hate this, so I'm not doing it, or
Yeah.
else like I would give her the worst looking drawings that you'd ever see in your whole entire life. It was just like she hated me.
No, I just remember one time where you literally had to make like a phone holder that was like where you can place your phone while it's charging, or just like a stand for your phone.
Yeah.
And we all came up with like really creative ideas, because you had to make it out of like plastic. And I missed like the double lesson, so we made it. So I literally had like one lesson to make my whole like thing.
Yeah.
And so I literally, I was so bad. It meant that I couldn't do like any nice design. So in the end, I had like a cross and just like folded it up, so made a little box, and that was it. It was just
Sorry.
awful.
I used to do that all the time, stuff like that.
Oh. And when you like zoom in and it like touches the microscope.
Yeah.
My two of my friends in science once. Did you ever have? I can't remember what they're called, like quadrant things, where it was like a big wooden square and it had like the string across.
Oh yeah, you know what? I've got a confession. I didn't do GCSE science, so like I I have very little idea of many science things.
But it was like this, like just wooden frame, and it had like string across so that you could like put it down like the grass and be like, how many flowers in this like meter square, whatever.
Yeah.
And my two of my friends literally broke it, and they were all going, and they just chucked it in the bushes in the field and just walked into the classroom. And the teacher found it and was like, I know who did this. You'll be getting an email tonight. They cost 20 quid to make. You'll be charged. And then they never got an email. So whoever got this email, but she was like, I know who did it. I'll be emailing your parents tonight. But my friends never got the email.
Oh my god. That's hilarious. 20 quid as well. It's not really that much, is it?
But it's like for a square bit of wood, or not even a square bit of wood, like literally a square frame and string. Like I could make that in the wood tech classroom for like 2 quid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah.
After all that chouse tonight.
Yeah. After all that chouse, everything's coming to a close.
Yes. I think it's time for my bed to
Yeah.
welcome me. But thank you for joining me.
Yeah, it's been really fun.
It has been. And very productive.
Yeah, it has been productive.
Yes, it definitely is. If it's bedtime here for me, then it's bedtime there for you.
Yeah.
So no problem. We'll definitely do more sprints.
Yeah, we'll do some on my channel next.
Yeah. That'll be good fun.
Yeah, it
And
will.
thank you to any of all these stragglers that are still here for that last long chat that lasted like half an hour.
Yeah. Whoops.
Oops. Tee. Anyway, goodbye everyone. See you soon.